surely not.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Man,
I just pushed it.
that hurts.
Even par currently.
No damage done. Made the par. Let's take you down to the 7th hole. Nothing noteworthy here in the first round, Frank, but still plenty of golf to be played.
That's right, Rich. A little bit of a dry spell, but really not a lot of damage done. Oh, that was sweet. Straight down the middle.
Frank, what's the player looking at here with the approach shot at the par 4 7th?
The second part of the second shot just goes a little bit downhill, and once again you see that little ski slope look just short of that green. It means you really have to pitch the ball in the front third of the green. Anything further than that will risk the ball running left into those bunkers.
Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Shot now from the rough. Frank, what's he facing?
Well, the lie first and foremost. If it's sitting down, then obviously you're not going to get a very good contact. Nothing wrong with coming up a little bit short of the green. Problem is turning one mistake into another.
Oh no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is going, gone. It was almost like that's what he wanted to do, but why would you want it to run over the back?
Frank, this is where the mental game really comes into play. You've hit a second consecutive shot into the rough.
This could compound very, very quickly, so now's the chance to just take a little breath, take a breather, and try to make sure this shot certainly gets out. Not a problem there, Rich.
"21 feet from pay dirt." You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Locked in on the read and the speed. So, 2 over par for the round. Frank, the par 3 8th, it will take a player's very best strike.
Yeah, it's not often you see the odd driver come out of the bag, but when a hole can be stretched out to close to 300 yards, then everybody in the field needs some heavy artillery. It's a big, long par 3. Green does feed a little bit to the left, but at that distance, no hole is easy.
He pays a price for that.
Yeah, when you don't see the top of the ball in the rough, you know it's not sitting pretty. You need a bit of force to extract one out of there. Well, just a little too much, Rich.
I don't know if it was wind at his back, he didn't calculate it, but he's going to be left with a difficult chip shot here. So the golf ball ends up in that first cut. It may not be able to control the spin. We'll see.
Great shot out of the rough. He avoided all the troubles just to get that on the green.
That was not an easy shot. He'll settle. Well, double par here. Time to pick up and move on. Rounding out the front nine here at Oakmont, Frank, it looks to be straight away, uphill. Anything to be cautious about on this tee shot?
Well, there certainly is. Years gone by, this was a par 5 for the US Opens of yesteryear. Par 5 still for the members. And the reason why is it's a little bit uphill, semi-blind tee shot, bunkers left and right, and of course rough if you miss those. This is one of those holes, even though it's a par 4 now, you miss the fairway here, you are not reaching this green in 2.
Frank, you've been there. This is kind of a memorable approach shot, isn't it? The second to the ninth.
Yeah, often you'll have people putting on the back because part of that is the practice putting green. So you'll see many of approach shot bound through and go between the legs of some people trying to get ready for their round. Green might look like a big square, but there's not too many flat sections in this green.
Getting set now over the putt. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
Frank, you can see by the reaction, it has been that kind of week. Just a few too many pars. Well, not an especially good start to the tournament, Frank, through 1 round. They might be in jeopardy of missing the cut.
They have to remember right now it's just 1 round, and they are, as you were saying, in the outside looking right in at the moment. But you never know. I've seen golf tournaments won from further back than this.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the Pittsburgh Invitational. But this one has a chance to be really good. Good tee shot right in the short grass. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Frank had hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
You wonder what he's thinking on that.
Set to go. Not an easy shot by any means. Frankie has to be scratching his head. as he reaches for a sand wedge or a gap wedge for his next shot.
Well, you know, the FedEx Cup, Rich, I mean, you're meant to get there by 10:30 tomorrow. That thing's still going.
And he's made it onto the green now.
Been pretty.
Into the